Have you ever wondered what a day in a Japanese office really feels like? It's about so much more than just the work itself. It's about the words, the phrases that are the lifeblood of the whole culture. So today, we're going to go beyond the phrasebook and do a real cultural deep dive. All right, let's kick things off with a little puzzle for you. Can you imagine one single phrase that you could use for hello, goodbye, and hey, good work? To most of us, that sounds kind of impossible, right? But in Japan, it's literally the cornerstone of the entire workday. Any guesses? Okay, so our day begins the moment we walk through that office door, and it all starts with that one foundational, all-purpose greeting that really sets the tone for everything else that's about to happen. And the answer is, "Otsukare-sama desu." Seriously, if you could just be a fly on the wall in any office in Tokyo, you would hear this phrase over and over and over again. It is so much more than just a bunch of words. It's the very heartbeat of the Japanese workplace. This one phrase is such a perfect window into the culture. Literally, it translates to something like, you are tired, which, sounds a little weird to us. But the feeling behind it, the real meaning, is we're all tired together, we're sharing this effort. It's this constant, gentle reminder that everything is a team effort. So, we're in the office, we've exchanged our Otsukare-sama desu, and now it's time to actually get some work done. But in Japan, you can't just dive right in. There's a little ritual you have to go through before you can even start the smallest conversation. Before you even think about asking your colleague a question, you start with this. "Ima, ojikan yoroshii desho ka?" This isn't just about being polite, it's a fundamental sign of respect for their time, for their concentration. You're basically asking for permission to enter their bubble. And the classic response you'll get is, "Squashi deshitara daijoubu desu." It shows they're happy to help, but it also kind of subtly sets a boundary. Like, sure, but let's not make this a super long chat. It's just efficient and cooperative all at once. You see, this little back and forth isn't just small talk. It's like a communication handshake. It's this quick, simple ritual that cements mutual respect before you even get to the point. It's these small things that really keep the office environment harmonious. Okay, so as the day moves on, you're probably going to need to check in on a project. "Shinshoku wa ikaga desu ka?" is the standard professional way to ask for a quick status update. And the answer you get back will usually be really direct and just factual. "Genzai hanbun hodo kanrou shite imasu." No fluff, no excuses, just a clear statement on where things stand. It's all about clarity. Now let's get into something that's tricky in any culture, giving feedback. Well, in Japan, it's basically an art form. It's this delicate dance of diplomacy, and it's all designed to correct a mistake without making anyone feel bad. Okay, let's break this down. First, you gently bring up the topic. Then, and this is key, you make the issue about the thing, not the person. It's not, you made a mistake, it's, this part is a little confusing. The person receiving the feedback immediately apologizes and promises to fix it. And finally, a clear deadline is set. It is a masterclass in getting things done without drama. At the end of the day, this whole process has one single goal: to fix the problem without making anyone lose face. The feedback is always about the work, never a personal attack. And that separation is absolutely crucial. Now here's another one of those super important nuances. Just saying, "I understand." You've got two main options. "Shochi shimashita" is your standard, everyday, got it. But if your boss gives you an order, you use "kashikomarimashita." This one has more weight. It implies not just that you understood, but that you respect the instruction and will get it done. Using the right one shows you get the office hierarchy. Okay, let's head into a meeting. This is where that huge emphasis on group consensus and harmony really gets put to the test. And of course, language is at the center of it all. So, you want to add your 2 cents to the conversation? You don't just jump in. You politely ask for permission with "hito koto yoroshii desho ka?" It literally means, "Is one word okay?" It's such a humble, respectful way to join the discussion without just talking over someone. Now, here's a phrase you really, really need to pay attention to. "Skoshi kangae ga chigaimasu." To us, that sounds incredibly soft, right? My thinking is a little bit different. But don't let that fool you. In a Japanese business meeting, that is a crystal clear and actually pretty direct way of saying, "I disagree." It's the polite way to signal that you have a completely different take on the situation. Getting that nuance is key to reading the room. But here's the thing. It's not about just shooting down ideas. That statement of disagreement is almost always followed up with a constructive alternative. The goal isn't to create conflict. It's to build on ideas and find the best possible solution together. All right, the workday is finally winding down. But just like when you arrive, leaving the office has its own important little rituals that reinforce that whole team dynamic. When you're ready to head out, you don't just say bye. You say, "Osaki ni shitsurei shimasu." This literally means I am being rude by leaving before you. Think about that. You're apologizing for leaving while others are still working. It's a huge sign of respect. So even as you're leaving, you're strengthening that team bond. Your departure isn't just about you. It's an acknowledgement that the group's work continues. It's one last subtle nod to the shared mission. And what's the response you'll get from your colleagues as you walk out the door? You guessed it. Otsukaresama deshita, our phrase from the very beginning, but now it's in the past tense. It's the perfect bookend to the day, acknowledging all the good hard work that's been done. So our entire day, from the first hello to the final goodbye, is framed by this one single concept of shared effort. It really makes you think, doesn't it? If one phrase can so perfectly capture the spirit of a workplace, what does that tell us about how deeply connected language and culture truly are?